What's happening, guys? My name is Adam, aka Speedy Spectrum, and welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin 2. In the last episode, we touched down in the Awakening Wood, explored 2 caves, and discovered the treasure gauge in one and white Pikmin in the other. Yeah, we accomplished a lot. And hopefully we're going to accomplish just as much for day 4, because we are going to return to the Awakening Wood in order to gather a few treasures, one of which will be rather important, as it will help move our exploration forward. What do I mean by that? Well, you'll just have to wait and see. I'd like to explain more about it, but the ship has something to say. Good morning. The white Pikmin are lodged with the purple ones in my hull. The 2 types are sleeping well and do not quarrel. I have made them most comfortable. You can call out the white Pikmin by standing in the light beneath me and pressing the A button. On a separate note, be wary of overworking yourselves. Taking a break can be courageous too. To retire early for the day, press the Start/Pause button to access the radar screen, then press the R button. That is pretty helpful in case we need to retire early for the day. Hopefully we won't need to do that. To start things off, we're going to take out 10 purples, and we're also going to take out all 30 of our white Pikmin. Just like the purples, the whites don't have an onion of their own, so they stay in the ship. And, just like the purples, they can only be found underground and are much rarer. The rest of our squadron will be comprised of reds. We have 3 main objectives for day 4. 1 is to produce red Pikmin, 2 is to collect treasure, and 3 is to destroy a couple of walls. Not necessarily in that order, mind you. I thought I heard something off in the distance. And what I heard is a new enemy, the Ravenous Whisker Pillar. Ravenous Whisker Pillars do not attack your Pikmin. Instead, they will consume the berries that grow on the burgeoning spider warts. One interesting thing to note about Ravenous Whisker Pillars is they don't die, unlike the majority of enemies. Instead, they literally writhe in pain as the Pikmin bring them to the onion. Who would have thought that Pikmin, of all creatures, could cause nightmare fuel? Maybe I might want to search for allies elsewhere. Who am I kidding? The Pikmin are adorable. They wouldn't hurt a fly. Or would they? I'm trying to sound dramatic and I am failing miserably, so I'm just going to gather some more berries. I will try and get a couple more sprays created because we're definitely going to need more of them in the future. The first thing I want to do is I want to take out these sheer grubs and then go after these pellet posies. Because now that I think about it, I have quite a few leaves in my squadron. So the quicker I can get them flowered up and the quicker I can clear everything out, the quicker I can move on to other things. I apologize if my commentary is not the best in this video because we're not really doing much and yet we're taking a necessary step to continue our quest. Okay, with all of that said and done, let's search for some nectar. Because if Pikmin love one thing more than fighting enemies and carrying back spoils, it's drinking nectar. And looking cute, of course. I'm not too worried about the time limit, but I don't want to completely ignore it and lose track of time, because that has been the bane of many a Pikmin player. Pikmin is a game you learn by playing. You just have to know. And hello, unmarked spectralids! Let's go ahead and carry you guys back and drink some more nectar. sometimes the unmarked spectralids can be red in color, and if you kill them, you can get ultra spicy spray drops. And they can potentially be one more color, although I can't really go into detail about that just yet. And it looks like I am missing a Pikmin. Could he have been thrown by the wayside? Where is it? Oh, there you are! What are you doing over there? Get back to work, slacker. Okay, with all of that said and done, I think we are finally ready to make progress. We're going to skip the berries for now, and we're going to head in the same direction we traveled to get to the Hole of Beasts. But instead of heading to the right at the junction, we will head left. And take a look, we have a wall that is surrounded by poison. This looks like a job for the white Pikmin. And it also looks like the perfect opportunity to demonstrate the power of the ultra spicy spray. So when you are ready, press down on the D-pad to use it. Astounding! The heads of the Pikmin are glowing, and they seem extremely agitated. The ultra spicy spray appears to increase Pikmin's speed and attack power. What a discovery! Yes, indeed, the ultra spicy spray powers up your Pikmin, enabling them to move and attack more quickly. And it lasts for about 40 seconds, so you need to use it wisely. Furthermore, each Pikmin's maximum running speed will become nearly as fast as a flowered white Pikmin. The ultra spicy sprays are pretty nice to have, if I do say so myself. And normally, this wall would take an eternity to break down, but they work much more quickly under the influence of the spray. And there we have it. So we're going to take the white Pikmin to another poisonous wall. There are two that we must ultimately destroy, but that one was by far the more important. I'm not going to use another spicy spray because we should have more than enough time to collect what's behind that wall. Meanwhile, Olimar is going to take the rest of the squadron. Now, be careful. There is a creeping chrysanthemum here, as you can see. Remember, you need to wait until it attacks, and then, when it bites itself, that is the time to strike. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Taken down before they were shaken off. Very nice indeed. Now let's get to work on this bridge. This section over here contains water, so that is a no-go. We will be able to come back here once we have the ability to traverse water, however. Or rather, when certain Pikmin can traverse water. And if you've played the first game, then you know just what I'm talking about. Alright, bridge is finished. Hey, does this look familiar? It should, because we saw something just like it in the Valley of Repos. And it's just as shiny, too. Fascinating. This object is highly similar to the one you found in the Valley of Repos. By examining this further, I may be able to extrapolate new planetary data. Now we're going to grab this globe half in just a second, but first let's take this creeping chrysanthemum bud back. And now, it's the purple's turn to shine. Now we're not going to have everyone take it back because we need to head up to where the whites are working. Oh, they're almost done. Very nice. Okay, I spoke too soon. They are done. Very nice. And they took down the poison, the gas pipes too. Whew, I'm getting a little tongue-tied. Okay, right here is a new element. Say hello to the Seesaw Blocks. Yep, that's what they are called. The seesaw blocks are obstacles that are always found in pairs. One of the blocks in a pair is low enough to walk onto, and the other one is higher. But it's still low enough for Pikmin to be thrown onto it. And the block with the most weight on top of it will go down. The other will go up in the process. One thing to know is that the leaders have no influence in terms of weight. They weigh as much as one Pikmin. I don't know how that works out. But they did return in Pikmin 3, although they worked a little differently. So what we need to do is throw everyone up there, and then Olimar will whistle them and throw them up to grab this treasure right up here. Very nice, and it's important that we throw the whites up there because we're going to need them for another task. Alright, with everyone working on things at the moment, I need Louie to head back into base. Because with the help of the whites, we're going to grab another treasure. Oh, and speaking of which, they brought it back. Appropriate name for a die, this is the Chance Totem. Well, it certainly must look like a totem pole in the eyes of Olimar and Louie, because that thing is gigantic. And speaking of gigantic, our other treasure should be delivered right about now. First, we had the spherical atlas, and now we have the geographic projection. This hemisphere also contains a hidden microchip. I will attempt to decrypt the stored data. Decoding complete. As I surmised, this chip contains additional topographic data. The data has been inputted into my database. I shall name it the survey chart. And just like the... Oh, wow! 30% of debt recovered! I actually didn't know that. Anywho, as I was saying, just like the spherical atlas, the geographic projection will unlock a new area for us. And I just want to take a quick look at it in the Explorer's Kit. Yep, it is right there, next to the sphere chart. So now the globe is complete. Yay! But we can't celebrate just yet because there is one more major task for us to do. We are going to have the white Pikmin thrown onto this pedestal because there's a treasure nearby. And because it is buried completely underground, only the whites can excavate it. Meanwhile, Olimar is going to get to work on this burgeoning spiderwort, which contains purple berries. I wonder what this could mean. Okay, I'm failing miserably at building suspense. Yes, we have another type of berry, which essentially leads to another spray. Don't get too excited, there are only 2 sprays in the game, but one thing we can get excited for is this, the Pilgrim Bulb. And that onion does not look like it would agree with my insides. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like onions, it's just that I'm not a fan of raw onions. Cooked onions make food taste a lot better. But raw ones, they don't do it for me. I don't like it when they're on my Subway sandwich. Although that's maybe attributed to red onions, but that's not important. A purple berry. Astonishing! This purple berry contains an ultra-bitter essence. It does not appear to have any monetary value, but I shall research potential uses for it. Bring me another specimen. I got so caught up in complaining about raw onions that I didn't even notice I collected the darn purple berry. I don't know how to react to that. Now, for some reason, this particular burgeoning spiderwort is weird, because I was about to say it doesn't reproduce berries until you walk away a certain distance. I don't know how they work. Maybe they're secretly sentient beings. It beats the bananas out of me. Yes, I said beats the bananas, and I don't care. Okay, I think we are just about done for the day. And how are they working on the berries? Oh, there we go. So it looks like we're going to unlock the other spray sooner than I thought. I'm not going to go out of my way to start farming said spray because there is another place in the game which produces purple berries that's much more plentiful. So I'm going to wait until then, and wow, I missed every single Spectralid. What terrible aim. Captain Olimar, I have completed my research on the purple berries you discovered. Behold, the Ultra Bitter Spray. It's untested, but I believe it will be highly effective. Approach enemies and press up on the D-pad to spray them. When necessary, I can produce 1 bottle of spray from 10 berries. Press the start/pause button to contact me and confirm your berry count. Look at the L button on the radar screen. So, unlike the spicy spray, the Ultra Bitter Spray is used on enemies rather than your Pikmin. But once again, you'll have to wait until we actually need it in order to find out what it does. Well, I think we've pretty much taken care of just about everything. I just need to confirm that everyone is with me, and then we can retire early for the day. Yep! All Pikmin are present and accounted for, and I don't think I missed anything. So contrary to what I said earlier, we actually are going to retire for the day. By the way, if you are unsure of how many Pikmin are in the field or which Pikmin are where, you can always press the start button to see that in terms of numbers. And just to confirm, yes, 95 out of 95. So we're going to go ahead and, on second thought, no. We're going to, actually, yes, I thought there were going to be some berries in the spider warts, but no. We're going to go ahead and retire early for the day. So when you press the start button, you press the R button, and then hit go to sunset. Well, this day wasn't as exciting as yesterday, but we still managed to accomplish quite a bit of things. We still managed to accomplish quite a bit. Upped the red population, got all 3 treasures we needed to, and we even discovered the Ultra Bitter Spray. So now, off we go into the wild starry yonder, the cloaking burnets and bulbors have done. Taking off into the dark starry sky, ready for another day of fun. So for today's report, we collected 355 Pokas worth of treasure, which brings our total up to 3137. Not too shabby at all, if I do say so myself. The Reds got an increase in population, 136. Not bad at all. Still no deaths. But again, no guarantees this will be a 0-death run. I have mostly been recording the first take of these videos, for the most part. But there have been some videos that have been laggy. Alright, the president says, Olimar, good work so far. I hereby promote you to perennial manager. Press the X button to divide up work and the Y button to delegate more to your subordinate leader. Hope all goes smoothly. Actually, everything has been going smoothly so far, I have to say. And now, for the main attraction. The new area, the Perplexing Pool. And we're going to explore it in the next video, but for now, let's take a look at the Piclopedia. The only new enemy that we fought today is the Ravenous Whisker Pillar, so let's check it out. Ravenous Whisker Pillar, Lepidoptera pluckeus Whisker Pillar family. As this species of insect has only recently been discovered, fully mature specimens have yet to be collected. No molting or metamorphosis has been observed during the observation period, making it unlikely that mature whisker pillars will be encountered anytime soon. Based on active predation by Pikmin, it is believed that the whisker pillar's place in the food chain has not changed over time. What does Louie have to say? Delicious skillet seared or sauteed with scallions and a red Genovese sauce. Very interesting indeed. Alright, let's take a look at the geographic projection, because that's the most important treasure we collected. The interior of this hemisphere contains a chip coated with charts detailing a new region. I explored this forest the last time I was here, but it's clear that it has undergone some dramatic changes. The plants and animals have also evolved significantly. I've given this forest a new name, the Awakening Wood. I must begin to form a hypothesis to explain why the forest changed so rapidly. That does bring up an interesting point that I'm going to try and touch on in the next video. So next time on Let's Play Pikmin 2, we are going to explore the perplexing pool. See you guys next time.